My name is Felix Ochieng. I'm the current assistant coach for the Kenya Rugby Sevens team, and also a former player. And also on top of that, I also do some performance analysis together with the analysts for the Kenya Sevens team.
Felix Ochieng is arguably one of the unsung heroes of Kenyan rugby. Toti, as he is fondly known by the rugby fraternity, has seen the sport come to full circle from his playing days as a forward for the Kenya Harlequins. With a career spanning 2 decades as both player and coach, Felix Ochieng's love for the oval ball does not seem to relent.
For me, the rugby started in high school, of course, Nairobi School, which was and still is one of the schools that play lots of rugby. And then after that, I joined the club. I mean, I've played for 2 clubs, so that was Stanchart. I think I started off just a bit in Mwamba, and then Harlequins throughout most of my playing career.
He became a regular for both the Kenya Sevens and Kenya 15s teams in the early 90s when the sport started to spread its roots in the country.
As a player, some victories to me were very, very sweet, like in Manchester, 2001, Commonwealth, beating Samoa in the pool stage. That was obviously very, very key.
Ochieng played alongside the likes of Benjamin Ayimba, Oscar Asir, Sami Kakame, Mitch Ochola and many others, but took his time to hang his boots long after his teammates who found him playing the game had retired. The next logical step was to take up a coaching role. Toti became part of the Kenya Harlequins technical bench before being drafted to the Kenya Sevens coaching staff.
There's always this saying that not all players make good coaches, so it was obviously something that, at that time that you put confidence in the seven, and it's obviously been a learning curve in terms of transitioning as a player, as a coach, because the game has been changing. For me, it's been very, very interesting, and I've been lucky enough, and also to understand the game. I think most importantly to be able to transfer, my knowledge of the game and being able to share that knowledge and experience with the players, and watch them, do the same, if not better, on the pitch.
As a coach, Felix Ochieng has seen Kenya's highest and lowest moments. Situations he admits have tested his character. Now, in your 20 years of rugby, what do you think was the turning point of Kenyan rugby?
I think the turning point has obviously been the development of the game, that has grown through the grassroots. And I think also there's been a lot of exposure.
The key to consistency in performance is by professionalizing the sport.
First of all, for me, I view professionalism also as a state of mind. Everyone sees professionalism obviously financially, but professionalism obviously a state of mind. It's obviously an approach.
Ochieng plays the role of an analyst as well as the assistant coach of the Kenya Sevens team. Every night, he would sit on the computer long after the rest have gone to bed, analyze each and every player and each and every game.
I pick out Injera, then it gives me a screen, and shows every involvement in terms of, and over here you can see it's 18 involvements. So that as we know, Injera was obviously playing a different role. He was kicking off, and we just go through the tab button. So I just go through different parts. So this is his first receiving, where he received the ball. So for example, here it's his try. So it shows exactly where the try is scored. We can pick on that. It was initiated 5 years ago, but more so this particular year when Paul True came, we've really taken it to a different level. We've had upgrades and we've been able to disseminate what the players are doing. Each and every movement, and it's labeled, and you can go into a file and then pick, for example, Felix Ayange or Collins Injera tackles, defenses, or a team. So currently we're the only ones, we're the pioneers for this game-changing software. It's for the whole team, so it just captures for the whole team. So we capture what needs to be done on it is by sports code. And then recently we've been able to transfer even that information onto iPads, so the players can be able to, in between games, they can have a look at their clips, at the movement, at areas that they need to work for, and being able to analyze, different areas and also the opposition as well. It's a tough job. I mean, it's sleepless nights in terms of the analysis, because it's once the tournament is over, the coach needs these ones ASAP on the next day for his presentation to the players. He may not use all of them. He may use the key ones. So, I mean, sometimes it's late into the night when everyone's asleep. That's when the work begins. For analysis. So it can take you from half an hour to 4 hours in the evening, yeah.
Felix Ochieng, who is renowned for his conservativeness, surprisingly revealed the origin of his nickname, Toti.
It's almost like a best-kept family secret, but then it was when I was young, it's such a long story. I really don't. Anyway, let me say it. Rugby is family. So I mean, it's it's typical in Africa's family when the kids are growing up that we used to refer to our parents refer to other children as mtoto. I can say mtoto wa nani. So I use that cue. So when my mom sees other children, she said, "Do you know mtoto wa nani?" So I was unable to say the word mtoti when I'm mtoto. So I used to say mtoti.
Toti, who has seen the Kenya Sevens team reach the main cup final twice, believes the squad will clinch the elusive cup very soon. But before that, the Commonwealth Games will conclude the season for the new team in Glasgow, Scotland.